in your blessing. Creating floods and spinning hurricane, but all I need is your blessing. Sending fire and all we want is rain, but I believe in your blessings. Creating floods and spinning hurricanes, but all I need is your blessing. All I need is your blessing, your blessing, your blessing.
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. That was Josh Warshavsky with a wonderful piece of music that I hope got you in the Shabbat spirit, got your energy moving, your heart pumping a little bit as we enter the day of rest. I know that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but I think it's all good for all of us to find some spiritual energy in times like these, and especially this evening. Before that, we heard Mikey Pauker, another great Jewish artist. And I want to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone and to Rabbi Kupitz.
Shabbat Shalom. It's great to be with you and to celebrate Shabbat this evening. I haven't yet had time to say hello to everybody or like your comments, but there's already a bunch of you who have said Shabbat Shalom on our chat and on Facebook Live. I'd love to hear from those who have not yet said hello, to say hello, and we welcome you and wish you all a Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom umevorach, a Shabbat of peace and of blessing. And we're going to begin with words from Psalm 133. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is to be together.
Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Take it down. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Take it up. Clap your hands. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Gam yachad.
Truly, how good it is for us to be together. I am going to, the next song, we may not all know, so I'm going to put it up. It's Lechu Neranana. It is from Psalm 95, and I have it up, but I haven't shared it yet, so give me one sec. And go.
Lechu neranana l'Adonai naria letzor ishenu nikadma fana betoda bezmirot naria lo. Lechu neranana, lechu neranana, lechu neranana l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Naria, naria, letzori shenu, nikadma fana betoda. Naria, naria, letzori shenu, nikadma fana betoda. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena bezmirot narialo.
We turn now to kindling our Shabbat lights. And I'm going to invite you to read along at home or to listen as I share a reading here from our Siddur, and then we'll join in our Shabbat blessings. You can see the candles lit there behind Cantor Paul, and we'll join in just a moment. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We are going to continue with our Lecha Dodi prayer in just a moment. But before we do, as is our custom, we're going to take a moment to reflect on the week that has passed, to go back to last Shabbat and spend a moment on each day, on its challenges and on its blessings. Take a deep breath, and then we'll be ready to welcome Shabbat together. We will sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. If you have your own Siddur, they are on pages 20 and 21. If not, they will be on your screen, 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to the last verse, if you're able, you'll rise and face the door of your home and welcome the Shabbat as you would welcome as you would have welcomed a guest into your home in the pre-COVID-19 days, to welcome warmly and hospitably the Sabbath and that Shabbat presence, that Neshama Yetera, into your home and into your heart. Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, ligrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, ligrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 la. Lecha Dodi, ligrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, ligrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamo v'zachor b'dibur echad V'shmeyanu el hamiuchad Adonai echad U'shmo echad V'shmemu tiferet v'litchila la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha Ki mekor habracha Merosh mikedem litzucha So ma'aseh b'mat Shabbat chila la 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 Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Hitoreri, Kivarech, Kumeori, Uri, Shedaberi, Kivodadonai, Alechni, la 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 la, Chadodi, Ligrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lechadodi, Ligrat Kala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela. Boi v'shalom, ateret bala, gam v'simcha uv'zola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, chadodi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabala, Lekalo Di Ligrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabala la 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 Lekado Di Ligrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabala, Lekalo Di Ligrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabala.
We continue with Chatzi Kaddish on page 26.
Yit kadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirutei ve'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'vyom echon Chol Bet Israel Bagala Uvizman Kariv Veimeru Amen
Amen.
Yehei Shemei Rabbah Mivarach Le'olam u'l'olmei almayah Yitbarach v'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh V'yithadar v'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berichu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imeru. Amen.
We continue with Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, on page 28. If you're in a place that you can rise, you can do so. Otherwise, maybe just increase your posture, sit up a little straighter for our call to prayer. Baruch Hu.
Yada dai dai dai, 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 yada dai dai dai. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu at Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed, Le'olam va'ed. Yada dai dai dai, 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 yada dai dai dai.
Last three lines in the Hebrew on page 30.
El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Amariv. Aravi.
Amen. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form?
Al tasir mimenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai.
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Oilamo Israel.
Amen. We continue with Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children, talk about them at work, whether you are rested or you are tired. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. We're going to continue with Leman Tizkeru.
Leman Tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'eitem kedoshim lelohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
Emet. Sing the song of men and women joined in understanding and respect. The song of God's miracles and earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravaged by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more. The song of a world redeemed, the song of peace. Mi chamocha.
Mi chamocha, bailim Adonai, mi chamocha, nedar bakodesh, norah teilo, osei felem. Mi chamocha, bailim Adonai, mi chamocha, nedar bakodesh, norah teilo, עושה פלא. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע לפני משה ומרים. זה אלי, זה אלי, אנו. ואמרו אדוני, ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילו עושה פלא. נורא תהילו עושה פלא. נורא תהילו עושה פלא. ונאמר יפקד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
גאל ישראל.
Amen. Continue with Hashkivenu. The Hebrew will be from the beginning part of the Hebrew, and then I guess at the very end, it'll be from the very end of the Hebrew as well. So the beginning and the end, and then there's an English paragraph as well.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. V'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Fros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, Adonai. Amen. Amen, amen. Amen, amen. Amen. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, l'shalom. Hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Aporei Sukat Shalom. Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim Ve'al Kol Amo. Ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. Shelo Baruch Atah Adonai Haporei Sukat Shalom. Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael Ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen.
we give thanks for Shabbat. The words of Vishamru are on your screen, page 44.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
We turn to our Amidah, page 46 in our book. If you're able to stand for the Amidah in your house, to find a place, your own space, to create your own holy space, to do so, we'll join together.
Hoshan, 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 Adonai, Sefatai Tiftah, Ufiagi, Tehilatecha, Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gamel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot V'imahot, U'mevei Geula Livnei B'neihem, L'ma'an Shemo B'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata gibor l'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol ata, Rav lehoshia, Morid hatal. Mechalkel chaim v'chesed, Mechayei hakol v'rachamim rabim. Somech noflim v'rofech cholim, umatir asurim, umkayem emunato lishenei afar. Mi chamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech memid umchayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman atala hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Mechayei hakol.
Amen. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Ahel HaKadosh. Please take a few moments for silent prayer for the text of your own heart, and then we will have a offering from Dr. Randy Polvoy.
Hello, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Good to be here. I'm going to play a short piano piece by Robert Schumann. I've used his music quite a bit in our services here at TBI. He seems to be a personal favorite. And the piece I'm going to play is in German, Traumreich, which translates loosely to dreaming in English. It's from a collection of piano pieces called Scenes from Childhood, and it has a very calm and meditative quality to it that I think lends itself very well to this portion of the service. So this is Dreaming, Robert Schumann.
Thank you so much, Randy, for that offering. It was beautiful.
Thank you very much.
This week's parashah is Matot Maaseh. It is the end of the book of Numbers. And it is a double portion this week. Although I'm going to talk about a text that comes out of Matot, which is the first part of the two portions. It starts with these words. I'll chant them for you and then I'll translate them for you. Ish ki yidor neder ladonai o hishva shavua le sor isar al nafsho lo yachel divaro kechol hayotze mipiv ya'aseh. If a man makes a vow to the eternal or takes an oath imposing an obligation on himself, he shall not break his pledge. He must carry out all that has crossed his lips. So I want to start with a little story. I just want you to hold that in your mind. Once there was a Jew in Germany. He was not an observant Jew. In fact, many of his relatives had already converted to Christianity. Though this was decades before the Second World War, there were already many limits on the numbers of Jews who could attend university, own land, partake in certain businesses in Germany. Baptism, according to the man's cousins, was an easy solution to all his problems, the surest way to get ahead. So he made inquiries and preparations and made an appointment to be baptized. In the course of his preparations, he determined that if he was going to be a Christian, he was going to do it right. He would follow Jesus's example, and Jesus, of course, was a Jew. So on the night before he was supposed to go to his baptism, Rosenzweig decided to attend one last Jewish service. It so happened that the service he attended was Kol Nidre, all these vows. Franz Rosenzweig was a prolific writer. He wrote many books and articles, and yet nowhere does he discuss what happened to him on that fateful night. And it really is too bad, because whatever it was that so touched and moved him prevented him from keeping that appointment the next morning for his baptism. Rosenzweig not only remained a Jew, he became a learned Jew and a teacher of so many others. Much of his writing is devoted to defending Judaism against the attacks of a profoundly non-Jewish world. As I mentioned at the beginning, this week's Torah portion talks about the importance of keeping vows. It's interesting. It's sort of the opposite of what Kol Nidre is all about. Kol Nidre, written in Aramaic, is a formula to annul vows that we will make in the next year, to annul them if we are unable to fulfill them. But besides the Aramaic words and the formality of the moment, in the Ashkenazi tradition, there is a powerful melody for Kol Nidre. Melody that as the cantor begins to chant the ancient melody, the whole congregation enters a different place. In the early Reform Jewish movement, as well as a few decades later in the Reconstructionist movement, Kol Nidre was removed from prayer books because the editors were uncomfortable with these words that would annul vows not even yet made. And yet, Jews, congregants, rebelled. And for the Union prayer book, the Reformed prayer book of its time, When a new edition came out, Kol Nidre still wasn't there, but there was an instruction that said, Kol Nidre may be recited here. And a few years later, when another edition came out, it included the text of Kol Nidre. By the way, this is also in the place, the tradition that we have gotten in many synagogues of a cello solo for Kol Nidre, because in some congregations, the cello or other musical instrumental took the place of the words of Kol Nidre, which just didn't feel in tune with our rationalist religious attitudes of the time. But one of the challenges is, of course, that prayer is often not rational. It's often emotional. It draws us in ways we're not always sure why. People who don't come to synagogues for the whole year feel drawn back to be with their community during the high holy days, to connect, to reconnect to that root of their tradition, to wonder perhaps whether something will happen to them on that Kol Nidre. We are drawn back year after year to its haunting melody. We learn from this week's Torah reading that vows are a serious commitment. Words in Judaism have power. God created the world with words. A person must fulfill their vows. It also teaches an important broader lesson that words shouldn't be taken lightly. That what we say, the words of our mouth, have the power to hurt and to heal, to create and to destroy. And Kol Nidre allows us to go into the holiest day of the year, spiritually feeling released from forgotten or unfulfilled vows, relieving some of that weight of the importance of our words, which are not always as careful as we would like. So this year, Kol Nidre at TBI and most synagogues will be different as we participate in our high holy days in new ways through our virtually. Kol Nidre will be chanted to a mostly empty sanctuary with people watching on their computers, televisions, tablets. Will it have the spiritual power of chanting Kol Nidre to a full house? To be honest, I don't know. But it may have new power for new reasons this year. I do know this. In this age of COVID-19, we need to plug into these spiritual moments now more than ever. Shabbat Shalom. We are going to turn, I'm going to share the page with you, to page 253. Misha Berach, our prayer for healing.
O Holy One, who blessed our mothers, who blessed our fathers from ancient days, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimaleh Rachamim Aleichem, Lehachzikam Ul'rapeh otam, Ve'yishlach lahem Refuah Shlema, Refuat HaNefesh, Refuat HaGuf, B'toch Sha'ar Cholei Yisrael. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their name.
We ask for blessings upon Rebecca Gilman, Bela Pasternak, Hannah Fields Austin, Aaron Goichenberg, Sue Toback, Alicia Goldfarb, Paula Steinbach, Rosalind Lefkowitz, Helen Weinfeld, Gabrielle Silton, Pam Poliakoff, Connie Shapiro, Kathy Blumenfeld, Gloria Austin, Caitlin Antrim, Judith Bosworth, Kathy Brewster, Doug Austin, David Bush, Stephanie Holland, Mark Goldberg, Maureen Fenton, Jennifer Rudin, Susan Brewer, Charity Razadeh, James Stead, Ed Ansell, Marion Schneiders, Kimberly Zimmerman, Judith Schweitzer, Lori Snyder, Gail Gant, Brad Holland, Isley Holland, Jacob McNaughton, Bernie Karmatz, Mike Klein, Michelle Raphael, Beatrice Caden, John Kerr, Meg Silton, Ken Mitchell, Linda Jones, Allison Auerbach, Ramon Diaz, Henry Gerard, Kirby Perkins, Brenda Found Gerard, the son of Yonit and Eldar Blank, Serena Postal, Laura Morse, Dominique Comby, and Bear Hartman. If you have names, feel free to, some of you are, but to list them in our chat.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimaleh Rachamim Aleichem. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names.
I would like to invite our board member, Lauren Nemeth, to turn on her camera. I would say up to the bima, but she's actually sitting at home, to turn on her camera and her microphone. And thank you, Lauren, for being with us tonight, and Shabbat Shalom to you and your family. And I'm gonna turn it over to Lauren to make some announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully okay. All right. Thank you, Rabbi Kupitz, for your thoughtful words tonight, and Cantor Paul and Randy Polivoy for your beautiful music, as always, and for another great online service. I wanted to let you know about a few upcoming events. One of the things we're hoping to create is a People of Color affinity group at TBI, which will be facilitated by Jill Housen, who's a TBI member, a Jew of color, and a fellow with the Union for Reform Judaism in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. If you identify as a person of color, and this is something that might interest you, please contact Jill Housen. For adult Jewish learning, there are two exciting new, highly interactive programs for congregants. Starting first is Gary Gilbert's monthly Israel bookshelf group. On Tuesday night, July 28th at 7:15, Gary will lead a discussion of the wonderful book by Yossi Klein Halavi, Letters to My Palestinian Neighbor. You still have time to read it before the 28th. It's available on Amazon, and check your libraries for availability. And for those who like plays, Sarah Truitt, another talented congregant, will lead us as we read aloud the well-written and interesting play Kindertransport, about what happens to a few individuals as a result of being transported out of Nazi Germany as children. Each of the 3 sessions will include reading the play and discussing it. Tuesday nights, August 4th, 11th, and 18th at 7 p.m. It will be a real communal experience. There's time to read that as well, and it's also available on Amazon, and check your local library. To find out about other updates, online worship services, and other events, please visit www.tbipomona.org. Also read your kahila via email. Check those email updates we get. There's lots of stuff in there. Or go to facebook.com TBI Pomona. And I think that's about it. I wish you all a week of peace. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Lauren. Thank you. Just a few things that happen each week that I'll point out. That tomorrow night we're here at 7:30 on Zoom and on Facebook Live, but the Zoom link is in your TBI email for Havdalah. And on Monday and Wednesday nights at 6:45 for our Zoom Siyum, again, both on Zoom and on Facebook Live. A week from tomorrow, there is a caravan in support of Black Lives that is being organized by the Claremont Friends Meeting and a number of other interfaith organizations. And while it is not a Temple Beth Israel event, if you're interested in participating, Jeff Pass from our Social Action Committee is going to take names of people who would like to participate. It's going to take about an hour and a half caravan through the cities of Pomona, Laverne, and Claremont. So that's the, it will be staged out of the Village in Pomona, which is that shopping center basically run by the school district in Pomona on Indian Hill, kind of where Indian Hill ends on the south end of Indian Hill. So there's that. Any other announcements, Cantor Paul?
Just want to mention that 1 week from this coming Wednesday evening on July 29th, our congregation will observe the commemoration of Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, recalling not only one of the, but the many tragedies that befell the Jewish people throughout history. And I think what I'm finding as I prepare to chant the words of Echa from the Book of Lamentations is a new relevance and a new significance when both looking forward and behind these last number of months, and behind at these last number of months. So we invite you to join us online following Zoom Siyum on Wednesday the 29th. It's actually why Gary's Israel book group is moved to Tuesday for that 1 week. So that we can join together for Tisha B'Av on the Wednesday evening. And then forward of that, all of Gary's gatherings, the monthly gatherings, will be on Wednesday. So please consider joining us 1 week from this coming Wednesday.
Thank you, Cantor Paul. We are now going to turn toward the conclusion of our service. I'm going to share my screen with you and then put up Aleinu L'Shabeach. And we continue with Aleinu L'Shabeach.
Aleinu L'Shabeach L'Adon HaKol, L'Tet Gedula Le'otzer B'Reishit, Shelo Asanu Kegoye Haratzot, Velo Samanu Kemishpechot Hadama, Shelo Sam Chelkenu Kahem, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We take a moment and turn our thoughts to those who have been important in our lives and have left this earth. those who have died in recent days or at this time in years past. I will read from our communal list. Again, if you have names of people who you're remembering and would like to share them with all the folks who are on Facebook Live with you, please feel free to put their name in the chat. We remember the recent deaths of Andrea Trope, friend of Marilyn Lubarsky, Evelyn Mastov, friend of Beth Litton, May Augarten, Herb Rosenswag, husband of Myra, Jean Brian, father of Stephanie Baker, Dorothy Moss, mother of Stephen Moss. We remember the Yortsites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Milton Bash, Samuel Bohr, Harry Hoffman Sr., Alana Howard, Max Lerner, Joseph Rudnick, Aaron Weiss, Anna Eva Fried, Elsie Gideon, Maria Lucia, Robert Merkin, Jenny Rasmussen, Harry Weiner, Tanya Belabroff, Robert Geffen, Max Hauptmann, Ethel Horwitz, Florence Weinstein, Milton Weinberg, Ruth Moslovich, Leo Perlman, Betty Sayer, Cheryl Snitzer, Evelyn Terry, Violet Tobias Cowan, Rose Warshaw, Fred Burke, Martin Krentzman, Irving Lang, Joseph Rubenstein, Harry Silks, Madeline Stewart, Max Blank, Sandy Feingold, Herbert Ross, Randy Harrison, Leon Kornhauser, Ronald Sachs, Shirley Singer, Richard Tepich, and Bernie Cattler. We hold all of them in our hearts and in our minds, all of those who we've mentioned and all of those who we hold, as well as all of those who have died during this pandemic from COVID-19. We join in the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah.
Amen.
V'alma divrach hirute v'amlich malchute. V'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dukudashah brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be for a blessing. We're going to close with Biyado. Well, we're not actually closing with Biyado, but we will close our service with Biyado and then have Kiddush and Motzi. So stick around for Kiddush and Motzi, and we're going to close our service with singing Biyado.
Let's extend a virtual arm around each other. Beyado of Kiduchi, Beidishan ve'a'ira, Be'imruchi geviati, Adonai li Eloira, Be'imruchi geviati, Adonai leave no Iran. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear, safely in your hand. קידוחי ואישן והעירה ועם רוחי גביעתי אדוני לי ולא ירא ועם רוחי גביעתי אדוני לי ולא ירא.
Great. Cantor, if you get your cup over there, that would be great.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvsason hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zechar letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta v'kol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai V'kadesh ha-Shabbat.
L'chaim. Little challah. This is chocolate chip. Let Cantor Paul grab his challah from back there.
I don't see your hands reaching out. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. B'tei avon, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. So wonderful to spend this time with you. I hope you all have a Shabbat shalom u'mivorach, a Shabbat of peace and of blessing. Join us tomorrow night at 7:30 for Havdalah. Link on your congregational email or right here on Facebook Live. Shabbat shalom, lehitraot. See you soon.
Shabbat shalom.